Yeah, this wasn't his only run-in with the law over the years. There was like a year after that United Roofing incident, he got hit with driving without a license, which including carrying a concealed weapon and a hit and run. I'm guessing that's all from one event. In 2010, he was convicted of possessing stolen goods. He had stolen a bunch of building supplies and like kept them stashed at his roofing business. And according to the police affidavit used to get the search warrant, he had stolen all this stuff to fuel, and I'm going to quote them here, his crack cocaine addiction. Now, I haven't seen that mentioned anywhere else. I'm not trying to pass any judgments on this would-be assassin, because I think that what this is almost less interesting than the stuff we're going to get into later about his amazing political beliefs. But I do think that perhaps he had fallen on some hard times.
It appears to be the case.
Especially photographically.
Listen, I think a lot of people think a crackhead has to just be somebody who is addicted to crack. Now, I'm going to come right now and defend crack a little bit. A lot of people will do a little funky key bump in the bar bathroom, a little cocaine, and be like, oh, cocaine, it's so good. I love to do it. I love to dance the night away, cocaine. But then when you pull out the pipe and you're like, let's get real, they're like, I don't fuck with that. And you know why they don't fuck with that? Because they're racist and they have judgments against crack. I smoked crack before. Crack feels good.
No,
but crack, it does feel
that
good.
Photo of you is like I hate that photo so much.
I'm smiling in it, Liz.
No,
it's like I'm
you
smiling.
look like a color that I've never seen before. I've never seen that color of a person.
I like crack. What can I say?
Certain colors of people that you don't approve of.
You think, yeah, a crackhead,
No,
listen.
I know you're making jokes, but it really makes me sad when I see that photo.
Well, I had a great night that night. And I wasn't a crackhead. I won't steal valor. I like crack. I smoke crack. I won't smoke crack again, but it feels good. But a lot of people think, oh, crackheads, they're the lowest of the low. Consider this. You know when you see crackheads engage in crackhead behavior, they're looking through, I'm trying to form a crack. I need to find crack in the gutter. I'm looking to find crack. They're like going through, they're begging, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
Think of how good a drug must feel to make you act like that. That's why they do it.
But I think drugs just do that because they're addictive.
I know, but crack's really addictive.
Because people are like that with cigarettes, too.
But you don't necessarily have to... What I'm saying here, my main point, that's true. My main point is that you don't actually have to smoke crack to be a crackhead. And so to me, I was already, this guy's a crackhead.
I see.
Before I even found out that he had smoked crack in his life.
I see.
Because one, look at his pictures, especially when he has the colored hair and he's in Ukraine.
Well, spoiler alert.
That man is a crackhead. So did he get in trouble for this stuff?
No, he got probation for all of this stuff, which also makes me feel like he was sort of like the known town crazy.
Yeah.
A little bit. Or let's say, not crazy, eccentric. But I do think that the attempted assassination that'll mark his at least third felony, and if they hit him with other charges, maybe his fourth and fifth, which is not great. I guess they've already charged him with possessing a firearm as a convicted felon and also with having a firearm with an obliterated serial number, because I guess he or whoever he got the gun from had scratched off the serial on the SKS.
Yeah, it's before we talked about how he probably couldn't make that shot, but if he had been shooting for that long, I mean, he had a fucking
400 yards
automatic weapon. It's a long shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I couldn't hit that shot. I also don't remember from the picture if it had optics on the weapon, but I mean, again, he was waiting for him to come closer. I don't know.
He had been camped out there since 1:40 a.m.
Yeah.
No snacks.
So again, the guy's life is not going great. He still writes letters to the editor. And I want to be clear, he is pretty involved in civic activities while all of this is happening.
Yes.
So one of the main things that if you look him up, the biggest part of his life prior to maybe going over to Ukraine was he helped set up a skate park in Greensboro, North Carolina, along with his son and his son's friends.
Which is cute.
It's cute. And he's really involved in this. He's trying to get he's trying to legalize skating. He is, which he really is. All
right, FTC.
It should be perhaps should be a crime. Perhaps we should revisit that, but neither here nor there. but he's writing letters to the editor about graffiti downtown, which we'll get to later. He is still a busybody as he's smoking crack, driving around with machine guns.
What's more American than that?
Exactly. It really is. That's what I'm saying. Is like people kind of make fun of like, okay, like a lot of voters will be. It's like when people are like surprised that like first generation Mexican immigrants are like, we need to close the border or whatever. Like, sometimes people have like political beliefs or they act in ways that you think that won't make sense to the city slick and liberal. But I think he's like a perfect example of all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain this, but to me, it's kind of a crackhead ass move to move to Hawaii.
No, you don't need to explain it because I know what you're saying. And I also, people listening, if you're in Hawaii, have been in Hawaii, or are thinking about moving to Hawaii, don't take offense. It's not a blanket statement.
It's not about you.
It's not saying that all people who move to Hawaii are crackheads. But it makes sense that a crackhead would want to move to Hawaii.
Yes, and I don't know why, because crack is probably really expensive there.
No, because it's going about to island time.
Yeah, that's true. And he might have gotten off crack by that point, too. I kind of believe it.
Yeah.
I think because it seems like, especially like getting back involved with his son's life, like,
yeah.
It seems like he might have stopped. He put the pipe down. And maybe he did even, what they oftentimes call a geographic and move to escape his demons.